So hi guys, today I'm going to teach you how to turn on an LED using the push button here in Tinkercad. So what we have right now, we have the Arduino Uno RT and the breadboard. So let's just try to add two push button here. Alright. So of course we need resistors for our push button. Okay. One for our first button and another one here. And of course do not forget to change the resistance and make it 10,000, and that's 10,000 already. That's for terminal 2A, terminal 2A. And for the terminal 1A, of course, we need to connect that one into our positive, change the color to red, and another one here to positive, and change the color to red also. Alright? So, this time, we need to add two LEDs for our two push button here, another one here, and let's change the color, make it yellow, and then let's rotate our LED. Okay, so we have two LEDs already, and last one, sorry. All right, so that's it. And of course we need resistors here for our LED. Just put it here, and then another one here. All right, and then connect our anode here. This one is the positive to our resistor, and then change the color to red. It's really good to change the color and make it red because it's the proper wiring code, and make it red. And do not forget to connect our breadboard to our main source of power, which is the GND and a 5V here. Okay, so let's do it, and then connect this one first here in the GND and change the color to black. Okay, always remember that when we're talking about the GND or the negative pin, it should always be black. And of course we have the 5 volts here. Let's connect this one to our positive here in breadboard and make it of course red. All right, so yeah, and of course we also need to connect our LEDs and push button to our digital pin. And first let's connect our red LED here. We can use the pin 2. All right, that's for the red and make it red, and another one here, this is for our yellow. All right, so let's make it connect this one to pin 3. And for a push button here, maybe we can use other pins here. Maybe we can use yeah, let's just use pin 8, digital pin 8 here. And for our last push button here, let's try to use the pin button 9. All right, cool. Now let's just change the colors of our wires and make it yellow here. And this one, let's make this one red. Okay, and another one here is yellow. Okay, so red will be our first button and yellow will be our second button. So let's go to the code. All right, and change the blocks to text. Can continue, and then just remove everything here and then replace this. So we use two digital pins for LEDs, so that's pin 2. Okay, all right, and copy paste and change this to pin 3. Also we use another two digital pins for our push button. Those are the pins 8 and 9, so it should be an input here. So copy and paste. All right, that's good. Now let's just type serial that begin here, followed by the baud rate, which is 9600 here. And now let's fetch the value of our push button number 1. So let's try to print serial.print ln. That's for the digital pin, so it's gonna be digital read. Okay, so the number of pin, which is that's the pin 8 for the first button. Okay, so yeah, and then of course let's just name it serial.print, and of course let's say this is the button 1. All right, and just copy paste and then put it here, and then maybe we can just add a short delay of maybe 10, and then change this one to 2 and make this 9. Maybe we can just test first and then we proceed with the coding. All right, Okay, so for in our serial monitor, guys, okay, the value of our push button here will appear. So as you can see, we have the value of 1 and 2 to be 0, and if I'm going to press the push button 1, you can see that the value changes from 0 to 1. And also for the push button 2, you can see now that the value changes from 0 to 2. Now we are ready to turn on our LED using our push button. So let's use the function or the conditional statement, which is if. Alright, so if, just copy this first, digital read, for this one is for the red. If digital read 8, which is the push button, is equal to 1, and then let's turn on the red LED. So it's gonna be digital right, and then the pin assignment for red, that is 2, followed by high. So when we say high, that means it's turned on. Alright, and of course, simply copy paste this here, put it here.
Hey, what's going on,
and
guys?
of course,
Today I'm going
change
to show
the digital
you
pin
how to use
and make it
Potentiometer
9. That's for
to turn
push
on
button
multiple
2.
LEDs.
And of course, this
Alright,
one.
we'll
So
make
as you can see in my screen, we have the Arduino
Of course,
Uno
we need
and the breadboard. So
the else.
now let's look for the potentiometer.
The
So
else.
this is our potentiometer.
So that
let's whenever
put it
we
here,
as you can see, guys, there should
don't
be 3 wires connected.
press
to our potentiometer.
any button.
First one
Okay,
is the terminal
so
1.
we just
the
turn
wiper,
off
and of course
the
we have
red
the terminal
LED
2.
and
So let's just
the
use
yellow
the terminal
LED.
1
So
first
simply copy
and
paste,
connect it to our negative.
change the
Twice,
color,
and
make it
replace.
the
And the
high,
second
make it low.
one, let's
Okay.
connect this
low,
one
and
to our
the 3, sorry,
pin.
my bad. So this should be
The first
low,
pin in our analog,
and this
which
one
is the
should
analog
be
0.
Okay.
Now
That's it.
we are ready
And of course,
to
our
try
terminal
our
2 should be
code.
connected to our positive.
Let's see if
So
this one will work.
That's it.
And of course, and
Start
start simulation
make it
here.
red.
And
Okay.
we need
And
to
yeah,
connect our
so
GND
there you go. So,
here in our negative.
take a look at our LEDs.
here.
If I'm
And
going to
of
press
course,
this, should be
first
black
button.
also.
The
You know,
red
it's really
LED
important to
will
use
turn, as you can see in our
proper
screen,
wiring
the
code.
red LED
And
will
for the
turn.
5V, let's
And
connect this
press
5V in our positive.
and our red LED
here
will
in
turn
our
off.
breadboard,
And
and
for
for
our
our
right?
yellow LED.
Now, let's
press.
just try
As you can see in the
to,
screen,
to
the
create
yellow
a basic
LED will
program
turn
we're
on.
in.
So that's
How
the
you turn
potentiometer
on
value will be
LEDs
displayed in our
using
serial monitor.
the
Okay?
push
So
button. Okay?
open the code.
So I hope you
and
learned something today,
simply
guys. Do not
choose
forget
text
to
and
subscribe to
continue.
our channel.
Of course, we need to
See you.
declare
Our serial dot begin. We have the 9600 here. Alright, followed by the semicolon, and then remove everything here. So first, we need to display the value of our potentiometer using the serial.print ln, and then followed by the value is, and then of course another serial.print ln here, followed by the analog. So if you're reading an analog sensor, you just simply use analog read. So capital R, analog read, it's inserted in A0, so it should be A0 here. And then maybe we can use a simple delay here, a very short delay, maybe it's 10 is enough. Okay, yeah, let's just remove this ln here. Okay, so let's try to run the program, simulate the program, and see what will be the output of our serial monitor here. So as you can see, the code here and the value is 0. So if I'm going to move our potentiometer here, you can see that the value will also change. Okay, that's up to 1023. Okay, so that's how you do, or how you program a potentiometer and display the value of potentiometer. This time I'm going to add 3 LEDs, and I'm going to turn on those LEDs using conditional statement. Okay, so yeah, so let's proceed to our schematic diagram or our circuit. So I'm going to add 3 resistors for our LEDs. Alright, so yeah, okay, and of course we need LEDs also. 1, 2, and 3. Let's change the colors of our LED, maybe make it blue, and this one let's make it yellow. Alright, for the red one, let's simply rotate this one and connect the cathode. Okay, this one cathode is negative. Alright, connect that one to our negative, and for anode, let's just connect to our A17. Alright, and of course we have here the yellow, and also rotate the yellow. Alright, and then connect to negative, followed by, that's it. All right. And the last one, the blue. Let's connect this also here and connect to A27. So this time, we need to connect those 3 LEDs in our digital pins, alright? So, I'm going to choose digital pin 2 for our red and make it red also. And this one for our yellow, I'm going to use digital pin 4. Okay, and make it yellow also. And for the last one for our blue, I'm going to use digital pin 7, alright? And of course, let's just change the color of the wire and make it blue also. Okay, cool, nice. So, let's proceed with the code. Okay, yep. So, we need to declare the 3 LEDs. Alright, so using the pin mode and followed by the pin assignment, which is we started from 2, and then that's output, followed by semicolon, of course, copy paste. Alright, that's it. And yep, and change 2 and make it, that's 4, and yeah, that's 4 and 7. Okay, alright. Now we are now ready to determine what's the value of our potentiometer and use that value to turn on our LEDs. Okay, so here we need the conditional statement if analog read and then A0, and then let's just assume that we want to turn on our red LED if the value of our potentiometer is in between 1 to 100. So from 1 to 100, red LED will turn on. So it should be if analog read A0 is less than or equal to 1, and we have here the logical operator N, followed by analog read A0. It should be less than or equal to 100. So this one should be greater than 1, but less than or equal to 100. Of course, we should not forget the opening parenthesis here and the closing parenthesis here, and the opening and closing curly bracket. Now, we are ready to turn on our red LED. So simply type digital, right? Then the pin assignment for our red, that's 2, and then high. Okay? So it should be capital high. Yan. Alright. So, yeah. Simply copy paste. Okay? So, let's just assume that between 120 down to 220, our yellow LED should also turn on. So, just change this one and make it 120. And ending value should be 220 also here. Alright? So, change this 2 and make it 4. And then, we simply copy paste again. And change this 120. Let's make it, maybe that's 240. And here, let's make it maybe 340. Alright? And of course, we need to change and make it 7. And we need to include else. That means to say it's another conditional statement, which is under our first conditional statement if. And of course, we need to fetch everything. What if the value is not in between those values, alright? So, we simply copy paste the following. Okay, paste and another paste and make this, this one is, I think, yeah, that's 4, this one is 2, and this one should be 7. And let's just turn off everything here, alright? And low, and another one here, and low, alright? So I think we're good. And let's try to run our program and let's see what will happen to our program, of course. Yeah. So maybe I'll just clear first. Alright, so as you can see, guys, we have the value of our potentiometer. That's 491, and as you can see in our program, we do not have 491 here. If I'm going to move my potentiometer, look at our red LED. Slight move, that's the value is 41. So from 1 to 100, red LED will turn on. And if I'm going to change the value by simply rotating our potentiometer, you can see the yellow LED will automatically turn on and our red LED will turn off. As you can see, the value is 184. And let's try to move more, and our blue LED will turn on, followed by the yellow LED will automatically turn off because of this else here. Alright, so that is how you use a potentiometer to trigger or to turn on or off different LEDs in your program. So yeah, if you have questions, guys, drop your comments or your questions here and I will try to answer those questions. So bye, guys.